Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection G2 Universe Shadowstrip. Now let's get into it! Let's start our engines with a look at the packaging. And here we go on the top. Some artwork of Shadowstrip. I almost called him Dragstrip. Shadowstrip. Decoratomi Generations Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection. Then on this side, Transformers Legacy Velocitron symbol. A render, digital render of Shadowstrip. So it does look pretty good. On the front, Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection. There's that Velocitron symbol again. Transformers Legacy. How about that? 8 and up Hasbro print G2 Universe Shadowstrip and package. Well, I was going to say package free packaging, but it's not package free, but it's plastic free packaging. How about that? Awesome. And there's our first look at Shadowstrip. On the bottom, Velocitron symbol. Transformers more than meets the eye. Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print. Symbols I'm not going to learn. A barcode. Includes figure or two accessories. And instructions. What? On this side, the artwork from the front here of robot mode wraps around to this side. There's the Velocitron symbol. Some Cybertronian. Authentic. On this side, there's that robot mode artwork again, but a little bit closer up. Transformers Legacy. On the back, G2 Universe Shadowstrip, and there's that G2 Decepticon logo. Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection. There's that Velocitron symbol again. And there's some nice digital renders of Shadowstrip in both modes. Transforms in 16 steps. Warning! Attention! Achtung! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to the babies. Recycled print, Hasbro print. Some more small fine legalese made in Vietnam print. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at Shadowstrip and his accessories. And let's start things off with the handy dandy instruction manual. And some Cybertronian Transformers Legacy 8 and up Transformers G2 Universe Shadowstrip Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection. And a quick look on the inside. You can see that the instructions are clear and for the most part easy to follow. And I like, we haven't had a lot of blurry instructions out of Legacy. We didn't have a whole lot out of War for Cybertron, period. However, these colors, they're a little bit different than the regular Legacy colors, and I like them okay. However, I still do prefer the colors on Buzzworthy Bumblebee and Kingdom. They're much brighter, easier for me to see, at any rate. And here is his one of his 2 accessories. And if you have Dragstrip, this is nothing new for you, because he is right on down to the weapons. He's the same mold, but it does have nice molded details and a nice little paint job on it. And here's the other one. I think they're both exactly the same. And they do join together if you want. There's a port, there's a peg, there's also a peg on the inside, yeah, on this side of this side, and a port on the inside of this side. So I think the paint may be keeping it apart a little bit. And they're not all the way together there, and I'm afraid to do it any further than that for damaging the paint, or for them getting stuck like they almost were there. So let's see, no paint scuffing. So there is that. It can do that if you want it to. You can force it. Also, he has 2 ports on either side of the engine here, and the guns do just peg in like that. And let's take a look at the vehicle mode. And again, if you have drag strip, the only thing that's new about this is the colors. And I have to say, the black and gold, and even the checkered flag piece here is very nice looking. And these, which I'm gonna guess is purple, I'm colorblind, so don't make fun of colorblind handicapped people, folks. And then there and here, and the rest of it is all, it looks like it's all molded in black, and then it has these gold paint apps on it, and the tampo right here. I don't see a Decepticon logo though. Am I just missing it? I don't think I am. On the other side, it's pretty clean. So these are pretty cool looking Formula One-ish vehicle if they had 6 tires. And while we're talking about tires, look at the wheels. They have that nice gold paint on them as well. And just overall, it's a very nice looking vehicle mode, and it rolls okay. It feels like there's a little bit of drag just because it sits so low to the ground, but there's really nothing sticking out. So maybe it's just me. But anyway, there is a look at G2 Universe drag strip. No, shadow strip. Not drag strip. He's drag strip's evil G2 brother. Wait, they're both evil. Anyway, shadow strip. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here's G2 Universe Shadow Strip next to G1 Universe Drag Strip and Stunticon Wild Rider. Which I guess they're all kind of Stunticons, aren't they? Here's Shadow Strip with Stunticon Dead End and Stunticon Commander Class Motor Master. For our final set of comparisons, here we have Shadow Strip next to Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe or Dead Optimus Prime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the comedy portion of our program, where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And here we go. First thing we want to do is let's remove the weapons. And let's see if I can remember how to do this. So I think first of all, did they come out this way? Fold these pieces out. And then fold the legs down, and they're on a double hinge down in here and then right here. And straighten those out, and then we can close those hatches back up. Flip the spoiler, at least I guess on Formula 1 it's still called a spoiler, I don't know. Flip those around, they become the feet. Then you can separate the legs, and you can see there's a tab right here, and then the slot for it right here. Excuse me. Then we take these wheels and flip them up like this. And kind of separate. No, let's do this first. Let's flip this assembly up. And then once you flip it up, you can rotate it around. And once you rotate it around, it's a double hinged piece here and here. But before we do anything with that, we want to flip Shadowstrip's head out. And then this will close back up. But as we close this back up, you'll see the second hinge here. We want to bring this down. It's pretty tight. But, and there you go. If you do like me, you put too much pressure on it and pop the piece off, but it just simply pops back on. Not a big deal. There we go. Got that all the way down. Now, while we've got this open up, let's go ahead and see if we can get the arms in place. Flip these up. Then the arms do come loose. And you can see they're hinged here and here. Just bring them on down. And then we can close this back up since we've got it moved down all the way into position. Just got to make sure we bring the arms all the way down. As you can see, that wasn't right. You got to bring them all the way down. And then you'll see here and here there's some tabs. And then there's slots right here. And he just closes down on that. And then we can turn these so. And then back to the arms here, these panels flip up like this. And same thing on the other side. And he's got his two little blasters. And there we go, my friends. Or do I have that backwards? I do. One last thing, you have to spin it around at the waist. 180 degrees. There we have Shadowstrip all transformed, my friends. Let's take a look at the figure in his robot mode and his accessories. And let's start with the guns. Pretty much same thing we said over in vehicle mode, I believe. One nice big paint app on it, and it is molded in black plastic. And it does have nice molded details throughout. Also, it has a tab here and here, and on the opposite gun, which is pretty much the same, because, you know, there's the tab and tab, slot and slot, slot and slot. So they are the same exact mold, and as you can see, you just line those two tabs up, give it a little squeeze, and now you have, I don't want to say it's a double-barreled weapon, but a double weapon, I suppose is what you could call it. And there I go dropping stuff. So there is that you can do if you want. Taking a look at the figure again, he is mostly black with gold highlights, some paint app here, tampo here, paint apps. We want to say this is a paint app. It could be a tampo, paint, and then paint. And the wheels on this side and the tampo right here as well, and it's down here also. As far as his face goes, nicely painted, and it looks like the whole thing is painted rather than being molded in a color and then one or two paint apps on it. It looks like it has at least 2 paint apps on it, possibly 3. But I like the way in fact, I just like the way this whole figure looks in these colors. It's just cool. As far as his articulation goes, no up or down on the head, no chicken neck, and no waggle. He can do a full 360-degree exorcist at the neck joint though. At the shoulders, doesn't quite come out to 90 degrees. This piece kind of gets in the way. Won't do a full 360 degrees all the way around either. Again, these pieces do get in the way. Now, he does have bicep rotation on a sort of a weird middle mushroom peg. I'm not sure how exactly to describe that peg. And then a hinge at the elbow, which gives you slightly better than 90 degrees. And then nothing at the wrist. At the waist, 360 degree rotation. At the hips, he can give you the full splits. Kicks forward that far. Kicks backwards almost the same. Hinge at the knee for not quite a 90 degree angle, or bend rather. Then I guess you can kind of call this tilt at the ankle, but really that's just part of transformation. But he does have at least 90 degrees of rocker, maybe slightly better. Gun in hand. So, there we go, my friends. A look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, Robot Mode Comparison. And here we have all Deluxe Class figures. G2 Universe Shadowstrip with G1 Universe Dragstrip and Wild Rider. All, I suppose you could say, were Stunticons. Here we have Shadowstrip with some more Stunticons, Deluxe Class Dead End, and Commander Class Motormaster. For our final set of comparisons, here we have G2 Shadowstrip with the Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Optimus Prime Leader Class. Because I probably left that out. For final thoughts on the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection G2 Universe Deluxe Class Shadowstrip, I have to say, you know, it is just a repaint of Dragstrip, but the colors, I mean, the black and the gold, and you know, it just pops for me. It's a really cool looking Transformer, and he may not ever do anything else but stand on the shelf next to Minosaur once I get him completed, but you know, he's really cool looking figure nonetheless. And you know, I like the Dragstrip mold anyway, so an opportunity to get a really cool repaint of that guy, especially in a G2 universe character, which again, I don't know a whole lot about the G2 stuff. Usually they're very garish colors, which are, as an adult, are growing on me for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying like Leadfoot and you know, even that Generation Selects G2 Megatron, the Earth mode version. You know, they're really growing on me. And G-Axis, the Legacy G-Axis, I really enjoyed that figure as well. So the G2 stuff is starting to grow on me, and I think one of the reasons why G2 just didn't do it for me when I was younger was the artwork from the Marvel comic just really was not great. But then there were a lot of artistic-y things going on in comics back in that era. Very, you know, lots of stylized artists that were breaking out of the, I want to call it the Kirby mold. So, but anyway, that really doesn't have anything to do with this figure. But, you know, this is a great figure if you can get your hands on it. In my opinion, your mileage, of course, may vary. This was a must-have. I really enjoy the colors on this guy, and he's really, really cool looking to me. But that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.